Global Ties Alabama. I am delighted this morning to introduce our first Global Perspectives Institute for 2024. And it's a real pleasure because this is not one of those projects that are theoretical. It's work that has been done because we've put into action one of Global Ties Alabama's core values, collaboration. And we're so delighted that this morning we can share a partnership that we have with Forga. And we are very, very pleased to have the founder and two of the leaders of Forga with us for this presentation. I just want to also remind our attendees that citizen diplomacy has been part of Global Ties Alabama's mission, promoting international relationships through citizen diplomacy. Now, starting in 2024, we've added refugee assistance and enriching Alabama's education, commerce, and global awareness. We're a values leadership driven organization. And that's why, again, the emphasis on collaboration. But we're also forward thinking. And today we'll be able not only to talk about the impact of citizen diplomacy, given what we were able to learn through the visit of one of our YTILI fellows, but also the importance of digital innovation. And I remember the first time that you'll get to meet George in a minute. He says, you know, maybe you need some help with your website. And I said, George, do me a favor, look at our website and tell us what we need. And it led to what we'll be able to showcase today. Opportunities for improvement is another invaluable leadership trait. And it doesn't mean that things remain the way they are, but as we look forward, how can we be better individually and collectively? So I'm delighted this morning to introduce this segment. And I'd like to turn it over now to George, who will share an alumni story, since he is a proud alumni of YTILI. George, would you introduce yourself and share your story?
Thank you so much, Mrs. Scheib, and good morning, everyone, from my side. My name is George, and I know that my original name can be a bit tricky to pronounce. That's why I go by George. Originally, I'm George. I come from Serbia, and I'm a CEO and co-founder of a company called Forga Digital Marketing and Web Development Agency. We are so happy to be here this morning with you and to have the opportunity to speak in front of such a vibrant audience. So before I dive into the collaborative story with Global Ties Alabama, let me take a moment to set the stage for those who may not be familiar with the Young Transatlantic Innovation Leaders Initiative, or YTILI. In 2022, I was honored to be selected as a fellow for this transformative program, and it was designed to foster connections and growth for young entrepreneurs across Europe and the United States. My journey took me to Huntsville, Alabama, affectionately known as Rocket City for its pivotal role in US space missions. It's there, amidst the innovation and the famous Southern hospitality, that I truly experienced the power of international exchange. Hosted by Global Ties Alabama and stationed at the Invention to Innovation Center at the University of Alabama in Huntsville, I spent 4 enriching weeks immersing myself in the local digital ecosystem. This wasn't just about learning how to scale a business. It was about forging lasting relationships, finding partners, clients, even employees, and most importantly, building a bridge across the Atlantic that continues to support mutual growth. So 4 fantastic weeks in Huntsville, Alabama. Global Ties Alabama showed me everything there is to see in Huntsville. I managed to gain incredible contacts across the city and across the state, and even managed to throw my very own first pitch on a baseball game. A sport that I never actually watched back home, but was very excited to try it out while I was in the States. And I really am super grateful for this, for that wonderful opportunity. Now I want to focus a bit on the heart of our collaboration with Global Ties Alabama, and as Mrs. Shipe put it well, we had a chat about the website, and various topics came up. It quickly became clear to me there was more than just a project. It was an opportunity to deepen our bond through shared goals and vision. I noticed right away that a good and informative website is essential for an organization such as GTA, because it is a window into the amazing work that the organization is doing, and it really needs to live and breathe with GTA's mission. This is why we embarked on a journey to rejuvenate GTA's digital presence, ensuring that it reflects the vibrancy, dedication, and the impact of their vision. So reflecting on this process, what stands out to me the most is not just the website we built together, but the spirit of this collaboration. Exactly how Mrs. Shai put it. We defined our work in a way that really showed a testament to the trust and mutual respect that was fostered by exchange programs such as Waitili, showcasing how such initiatives are not just about individual growth, but about creating avenues for international cooperation and understanding. I'd like to emphasize that our engagement with GTA wasn't just another client project for us as an agency. It was a chance to support an organization we deeply admire, to help amplify the mission of not just Global Ties Alabama, but every member of the Global Ties US network. Our work together goes beyond business. It's about passion, understanding, and commitment to the causes we all champion. Our organization is founded on the same principles, and our team members were participants of numerous international exchanges themselves, not just me, and our team even spans across 5 countries. We truly found ourselves in what GTA does, and this is why I think our collaboration was so successful. It was supported by the same goals, same vision, and finally mutual trust and respect, and I think this is crucial. I don't want to steal too much of your time, and we're here to demonstrate what we've done together. We are very excited to share the fruits of our collaboration. Without further ado, I'd like to invite my dear colleague Dunya, who's the project manager in charge of this project on our side, and she also participated in numerous international exchange programs herself, never to the US before, but we can maybe fix that one day. And I invite her to take over together with Kezia and to show what we've done together.
Thank you, George. I will be, for the needs of this part of the presentation, also screen share my screen. So can you just confirm if you see it?
Yes, we can.
Amazing. Okay. First of all, also, I would like to introduce myself. As George said, I'm Dunya, and I'm the project and internal communication manager in Forga, and I'm here living on this Forgetians and Forga journey for already 2 years. And I'm here to share a bit about the story that we had with the Global Ties Alabama for the, I would say, almost past year. So what we'll be going through today with this presentation is through a bit about the cooperation flow that we had with Kezia and the Global Ties Alabama, through the project process, to showcase to you what has changed throughout our work, as well as to showcase some of the future opportunities for you. First and foremost, as we already talked a lot about our amazing cooperation that we had in the previous months, I must say that everything has started while meeting with Kezia and aligning on the whole project vision that we have for this project, making sure that we are aligned on it and that we are understanding each other's needs. Therefore, we did proceed with building on the project timeline and agreeing on all the materials and the improvement aspects for the website that we would like to tackle. And after we collected everything that was needed, and after we ensured that we are on the same page, we did proceed with the project execution, which I will talk about a bit later about. And one thing that we do value a lot about our collaboration is that we did have the constant feedback loop established, and that we had been communicating actively throughout the meetings, throughout the email, and we made sure that any aspect of the work has been followed by Kezia and therefore improved in time. Regarding the project process itself, it was composed of the few phases, where the first one I already mentioned, that was the project brief that was talked about what we want to achieve with this website, how do we envision it, what are the things that we would like to achieve. And after we made sure we are there, understanding one another, we did proceed with the website design. We did try to make sure that the overall users and visitors experience will be boosted up, as well as the attractiveness of the website itself. And before we proceed to the next phase of the development, we did made up the prototype of the design, which was showcased to Kezia. And therefore, when we did some of the minor adjustments, we did proceed with the development phase. But of course, development will not be completed without quality assurance and checking if everything is actually delivered in the way we would like to. So we also did, except for our design and development team, also involved our quality assurance team in order to check the website and make sure that it's going to be as good as possible. So what has changed, and this is just like a little picture as a sneak peek to the major changes, is that we would like to showcase to you how did the old website look like, what we wanted to achieve with this website and with this project, how did we achieve that, and to showcase to you shortly the project itself. So in order to start everything, we made sure that our design team is going through the previous website, mapping all the improvement points, strong points of it, and making sure that the good and strong points will be also kept for the next phase of it, so that we will not be changing everything from a scratch, but that we will make sure that the global ties Alabama spirit will be just boosted to the next level. So we did went through it and map on some of the improvement points, which I tried to basically put on those slides. And those were like, for example, titles and header were not visible when we were scrolling throughout the website. We didn't have much information about the Global Ties Alabama, an amazing business that you're doing on the homepage, nor nowhere on the website showcase the way we wanted to. Sections, some of them were taking a bit more space than needed. It had some of the longer text and so on. And there were some improvement points regarding the images, the way that the messages of the website and the business were presented and so on. And except for that, we wanted to make sure that also there's not going to be some of the misalignment on the website, that everything will be structured the way it should, and that information will be easily accessible. So when we went through the whole website, we did align on that. Some of the main goals we wanted to achieve was that the website should be relevant and have the attractive content of it, emphasizing relevant information about the organization itself, that it will have simple but yet modern design, and that the whole interface of the website will be improved, that it will be, of course, user-friendly, and that it will increase the engagement of the visitors themselves, that all the information will be easily and logically accessible, and that the performances of the website will be boosted. So I believe you will be able to go and see on the website on your own, even after this meeting, which we would highly invite you to do so. You can also scan on this QR code, but again, I will be showcasing to you just shortly how everything looks like. I can lead you through the short website demo on my own. So for that needs, I will be showing you up the website in a few minutes. As you can see, when you come to the website itself, it is that everything is quite clear, that there is a lot of the space, that we did use quite some of the numbers and short textual descriptions in order to showcase all the benefits standing out behind the global ties. We did some of the combination of the visual elements in order to show the values as the beliefs, vision, and so on. And as well, we did make sure that the important documents as the Birmingham Pledge will be easily accessible also without taking too much space on the website itself. And except for that, all the aspects are internally quite nicely linked. So it's quite easy to navigate through the website, which you can also see here. So as we want to make sure that the business will be supported as well, we did have the work on the also donation page throughout which everyone can go and donate basically to the business itself and support on the work of Global Ties Alabama. And then here you can see some of the other pages, for example, who they are, where we did try to showcase the text and the important aspects of it while bolding some words, putting them in a bit more capital letters, and again, adding some of the numbers, nice design elements, and so on. And of course, we knew that it's really important to showcase who the team actually is and adding on the short descriptions about each one of them. So that's something we also try to achieve with this page. And in order to make sure that the other people will also be highlighted and nicely noticed, we did took the whole list of the people and try to put it in the quite nice and simple design, still giving them a space to be noticed. Then if we do move to the Get Involved page, we did try to make sure that all the aspects on how anyone willing to support the work of Global Ties Alabama can do it so, while basically making the whole storyline through it, making sure that the forms as such Get Involved will be simply made and information will be easily accessible through everyone and also to the Global Ties Alabama itself. And except for that, we did try again to showcase some of the values standing behind Get Involved story. One more form that was also created here for becoming the sponsor or partner with Global Ties. And of course, we know how important all the programs that they do have throughout the year are. So we did try to share a bit of the story behind that, sharing a bit of the spirit through the different images, and also showcasing different of the programs that they're taking part of throughout those following sections. As you can see, the websites of all of them are also easily accessible while scrolling up and clicking on the dedicated places on the website. And except for that, of course, events, where we did try to explain each one of them while easily navigating throughout those bars there and making sure that the calendar of event will not be taking too much space, but will easily be accessible throughout just few clicks, where the banner, the YouTube video of the event itself will be accessible even after it gets finished, so that the important information and stories are not getting lost. Except for that, we do have the whole section that is dedicated to the blogs, where we are trying to make sure that the events, announcements, and programs will be easily accessible, either while clicking on all and seeing all of them merge in one place or filtering them up while using the spot on the left side and easily navigating through them. And then when you get into it, you have all the relevant information about the blog itself, about the date, who did publish it, and so on. So it's really making all the information being there in spot. For the newsletters, the logic is quite similar. We did make sure that they will be all the newsletters easily accessible as the annual report and so on throughout only a few of the clicks. And except of all of that, we did make sure that everything will be stored also in the archive way, while you can also access everything throughout depending on the year that the article or the newsletter was published and basically read the information quite easily. And lately, we also did the Refusers Lesson Program page, where we did try to show on the one extra value that Global Ties Alabama has, showcasing people standing behind, why it is so important to them, and therefore to showcase everything in a really nicely visual manner. Again, I would quite invite you all to go through the website and explore all the dimensions that it is hiding behind. We do believe that you will quite like it. But as I believe I already talked quite a lot, I would like also to just like show you the final product results that are showcasing the good website performances. And with that being said, to also ask also Kezia to share her side of the story and how the collaboration went, because again, every story has two sides and we would like to hear hers as well.
Thank you, Dunya. I hope that you all like the new site. I know that I am very ecstatic about it. I remember when the conversation first came up with Dorde and I during his internship, just casually talking about the site, and to see the updates from almost 2 years ago take place is very refreshing. I told Dunya that I did not have quite a direction for the site, but it did need a update. It needed to be more modern. And Forja, they took it and they ran with it. The new site, I'm very impressed. I know we have outstanding results, and I know so far that we have received positive feedback on the site. With the site being a little bit more modern, it's a little bit easier to navigate. It's more concise and it's more appealing to the eye. Since the new site, we have received more increase to traffic, especially now that we're a refugee resettlement agency as well. And I've spoken with different individuals and resources who says that the navigation is very intuitive and it's very appealing to them. One thing that it's important to have a functional, more modern site is because it attracts others who might not know too much about Alabama or too much about global ties and the scope of work that we do. It attracts them to our site and it lets them know that we do have a lot here to offer in the different programs and the events that we have. Dorde and Dunya and the rest of their team, they're very patient with us and getting the information to them. With the time difference, we had to schedule early mornings for us, late afternoons for them, but I'm very appreciative of every step that we took. They were there with me, had to pause at one moment, and they were still patient. And so I am extremely excited for our new rebrand of our website and thankful for the partnership that we're able to build with our with the individuals when they come here. A lot of times, sometimes we have the visitors come and then, we talk to them and, everybody goes on about their way. But I'm thankful for the programs that we do because we really try to encourage partnership outside of the program that they come here to. And we try to continue to build those relationships. So I'm thankful for Mrs. Shipe for allowing us to have the opportunity to redo our website. And I'm thankful for Dunya, Dorde, and their whole team for their patience in working with us and for giving us a beautiful site. When I tell you, every time I talk to Dunya, I was just like, this is great, this is great, this is great. And I've been enjoying it, and I hope that you all will have a chance to look at it yourselves and enjoy it as well. And so now I'll pass it back over to Dorde.
Wow, I am impressed, and thank you so much for the kind words. And actually, this is something that we wanted to achieve. I think that the joint values led to this outcome, and you can clearly see that we understood each other very well. This is why there was so much patience as well, and so much understanding on both sides that ended up in a project such as this. I would just like to say only a few more words, and we prepared a little interactive part to get everyone involved. I wanted just to share a message that to all organizations who are present today or who will watch this video later on, just to know that my team and I are here to help you and are here for you. We're passionate about your work. We understand the challenges you face, and we're eager to listen what's important to you. Whether it's a question, a project idea, or just desire to chat about potential, don't hesitate to reach out. together we can always find the best ways to share your mission with the world. So in closing, I would again love to express my heartfelt gratitude to Global Ties Alabama and Mrs. Jacqueline Shipe, Kezia, for allowing us to have this wonderful opportunity to work together, and definitely having 4 unforgettable weeks in Huntsville. I'm really grateful for this whole experience, and I'm super excited to see what the future brings. So I promised before we say our goodbyes that we will have a little interactive part. After that, if you have any questions, we'll ask again. So I will share my screen quickly. The interactive part is quite simple. You will need your phones. Please scan the QR code on the screen, or go to menti.com and enter the code 3119519. We'll wait for everyone to join us. You can press, once you log in on your phone, you will see a little thumbs up sign. Please click it so we know you're here. So you can either scan the QR code or go to menti.com and enter the code 3119519. Okay, we have our first guest, 2. I promise this is not a very hard quiz or anything like that. I'm gonna ask you a few questions about the digital transformation, the websites, but we'll start with some easy warm-up exercises. Okay, I see 2 people joining. 3 people are here. We have a couple or more join us. If you're connecting through your phone, you can still open your browser while staying connected to this call. I think we'll wait for another one. Okay, we see Mac joined. Okay. Just a few more seconds. Okay, 4, 3119519. Okay, I think we can continue. Oh, there's 5. Perfect. So I promise we'll start easy. In your opinion, what are 3 greatest values of exchange programs? Enter 3 words that have the strongest association to you. We're doing a little word cloud. Oh, we already have experience, collaboration, relations, connection, trust, knowledge. Opportunities, more collaboration. Very positive words, I would say. Culture, trust, diplomacy, education, and friendship. Amazing, really positive associations. Okay, this was a little warm-up question for all of you. We're moving on. to the voting question. So how important do you think a modern looking and user-friendly website is for an organization to succeed? Not at all, not very important, so somewhat important. Now I think a unanimous essential 7 votes for essential. Very good. Moving forward. When was the last time you updated your organization's website? We know the story for GTA. This is more a question for other organizations. We don't have a website more than 5 years ago, 2 to 5 years ago, or less than a year ago. Okay, we can help with that. 2 to 5 years ago. Some of the research that we follow suggests that websites in the last couple of years, the websites are aging faster than they used to. Back in the day when the internet started, a website could last for 10 years. Now, 2 years to 3 years is a standard when you need to update. But good to see that we have 3 responses that are keeping their website updated. Moving on to the next question. How happy are you with your organization's existing website? Again, we don't have a website. We are not happy. It's okay. It serves its purpose, and we are very happy with our website. Again, Kizia, if you're voting, I know what you will select. As we already demonstrated, as Kizia already told us, you can already see the results just from updating the website. You have more interest, more traffic, more people inquiring, more visibility. It's really essential to have an updated website that communicates exactly what you're doing, especially in this industry. Perfect. Okay, this is the question we have been waiting the most. On a scale of 1 to 5, how much do you like the new Global Ties Alabama website? 1 being the worst and 5 being the best. I love it very much. Okay, so far so good. Happy to see these results. All right, I think it's unanimous. Everybody loves the new website.
I love that. I love that question, those results.
Amazing. Okay. Moving on, and I think this is the very last question that we have. And it is the only quiz question, if I am not mistaken. Okay, so just enter your name. And we can move forward. So, oh, just a second. Okay, question 1. What was the name of the famous US scientist with Serbian origin? Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, Thomas Edison, or Werner von Braun? 5 more seconds. Quickly. Okay, we're there. Nikola Tesla, that's the correct answer. Yay. Good job. 4 correct answers. Nikola Tesla was actually born in the Kingdom of Yugoslavia and spent most of his life in the United States. But he always kept, and I think it's one of the very nice success stories where you can tell how the international cooperation worked and how really important people are helping bridge that gap between us over that big ocean. That's all from our side. Dunya, I would just kindly ask you to share your screen with the presentation one more time so we can share our contact information. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. Okay, so this is our contact information. You can scan the QR code to get in touch with me directly through LinkedIn. You can always write to us at hi@forga.io. That's hi@forga.io. And as mentioned earlier, we're here for you. If you have a project idea, if you want your website revamped, we're here for you. We understand you. We are very happy to be working in this industry. We have very good experience. You've seen what we can do. Please drop us a line if you have any ideas and want to collaborate. And again, thank you very much for being with us today. Thank you again, Global Ties Alabama, for hosting this event, for giving us the opportunity to meet, to experience the Alabama and the Southern hospitality, and for the great opportunity to collaborate and create something great together.
Dorge, George, Dunya, Forga, we are so thankful for the partnership, and I appreciate how our team member, Kezia Daniel, has been able to work with you. So now that we've had a finished product, my team knows that I always say change is a constant. And I want to appreciate George and Dunya for your quick response just a couple of weeks ago when we had to make a couple of major changes that were driven by some relationships that we have here in the Huntsville, Alabama area. Kezia took me to the website yesterday to just confirm that the changes were made. And so I appreciate the fact that even though we have a finished product, we all know that there might be modifications that have to be made, sometimes with very little notice. And your customer orientation in that regard was excellent. And I want to thank you. I'm so thankful again for being able to put into action the values of leadership that drive Global Ties Alabama, but also our partner organizations. I appreciate those of you who joined us for this call today and look forward to continued collaboration across continents. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening in Serbia as we begin our day here in Huntsville. Have a great one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Take care.